once it goes in that jar and turns into a pickle, it could never be a cucumber.
No, because it's absorbed all that vinegar.
Well, all that vinegar was all that meth that I had.
It was in your system.
And estaba curtido. Like I was just like, I had so much in me that my mind I'm talking about, I used to see shadows. I used to talk to aliens. I used to see aliens, talk to demons. I talked to the devil. He was standing right next to me. Like, yeah, I was in the spirit realm and I could see all these things going on, so I knew, that there was like a higher power. I knew that there was good and evil. I knew that there was something, and at that moment, man, like I seen like, like all those spiders and everything, and I grabbed, like, I remembered about like what the Lord showed me, so I grabbed the bleach and I sprayed everything. Like I said, I went to the shower and I started rubbing it in my body, and I started saying the Padre Nuestro, the Father's Prayer, and I'm saying the Father's Prayer, and I'm rinsing it off, and the Holy Spirit tells me, shut the hot water off, and I'm like, water. I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that was the Lord. And I just did it. And I would rinse it off with cold water, and I would feel good. I would feel clear-minded. I wasn't tripping. I wasn't like double thinking. Like if you were speaking to me when I was on one, I was like, nah, you're saying this, but you really mean this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you always think like everybody's trying to kill you or whatever.
Because you're paranoid.
Yeah. So it was all kind of stuff. But yeah, man, I shower like that, and I would feel good. And then later on during the day or whatever, if I started having evil thoughts again, or they start trying to come against me, like the thoughts, I would think of massacres. I would think of like things like, that are happening. Yeah. Like, I'll be like, man, like my mom is getting off the bus right now, and she's going to be walking home. And what if they like kill her or whatever? And I'm like, I'm looking that way, and I could see like red in the street, and I'm like, what if that's her blood? And what if, like, I will put up all these stories, like, and what I had to do was I had to go in the shower. I would rub the bleach all over me. I would say the prayer, and I would rinse it off, and then I would feel good, and I was clear, and it was gone. It went away. Well, I mean, first of all, it's God. But that bleach really helped me, because later on in the future, I found out that when you put the hot water and then the cold water, your pores, they lock. Yeah. Well, when
hot water opens, cold water closes.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, when I used to slang, I used to grab a cap, and when I used to buy my stuff, I'll put a piece in there, and if it moves around, it's because it's good. And the cap will have bleach, and the thing was trying to get out. Because see, the drugs is sorcery. Yeah. It's sorcery. The devil tools to destroy us. And people don't understand that these things are made with spells, with witchcraft, with like people that blood sacrifices and stuff like that. That all the narcos and everything that they do, it's all Santa Muerte and stuff like that. That they make these drugs and they pray over them. They pray over them to destroy people, demonic. To destroy people, for these demons to come in us. And well, when I knew about it, like, I was like, I figured it out, because I was like, wait a minute, the crystal was trying to get out the cap with the bleach. And then when the Lord told me to shower with bleach, and then he told me to shut the water off, then it locked in, and the crystal meth went to my bones and my mind, and it kicked out the bleach went to my bone and my mind, and it was kicking out the meth. Yeah. It was turning me back into that cucumber. Mm-hmm. It was taking all that drug, because it was everywhere in me. Yeah. And it was taking it out. It was taking it out. I kid you not. For like about 8 years, I was doing it. Wow. Every day I would shower. Every day I would shower. But because of that encounter, I was searching for God. I knew he was real. Right. From that day on, I never touched crystal meth again till this day. And that was 2005.
That's so since
since 2005, I never touched crystal meth again.
So that was broken, you were delivered, you were healed, restored.
The Lord set me free from it. He set me free, and it was so powerful that, like, I wanted more. Right. I wanted more of him, and I was searching, and I was like, where do I find, like, what I want. Like, like I'm like, I grab a Bible and I start reading. I didn't even know what I was reading, but I just start reading. And then next thing you know is like I get kicked out and I'm in Skid Row. You know what I mean? Because I was living in my mom's house and I used to smoke meth, but that meth didn't really smell like marijuana. So when I stopped, I still smoked weed. So I was smoking. The whole house smoked out. And then she was like, "That's enough. Get out of here." And so I ended up in Skid Row because I didn't want to go with my friends. I didn't want to be with nobody. I didn't want to be around nobody because I knew that God was doing something in me.
Right.
And it was just crazy because I ended up getting locked up. And when I was in there, I grabbed a Bible.